Slide into the stream, chat hitting pole champ at the door. Beat stream got the ticks you can't ignore. From gaming to politics, we go from A to Z. The base get hyped, raise squads locking in for free. Mods keep it clean when the trolls start to creep. Clip that moment when the truth make them weak. We talk tech, we talk life, talk law in the chat. LRG on that raid, we bring the answers in the facts. Super chats, pop it, emotes on the right. GG to the haters, but we keep the vibe tight. From late night grind to the sunrise, when Teen Unc run the chat like a South State machine. We stay streaming, keep it live and lit. Be streaming, watch the convo get thick. Diverse topics, no cap, we diving deep. Stimulate talk, we never put you to sleep. We stay streaming, chat hype non-stop. Move that beat, let the clip drop. From dawn to dusk, we running the scene. Be streaming, you know what I mean. 4 in, chat still locked on the screen. We breaking myths, spilling tea on the mainstream. Keep it 100, no filter on the mic. Talking crypto, health hacks, shoot must-tier strikes. Viewers ask questions, childs play the deep space. We got philosophers in chat, bringing that brainy embrace. Stimulation station, every convo elevate. We roast, we toast, drop wisdom that resonates. Hosting opinion battles, watch subs take a stand. Be streaming, laser law down in his land. Vibe so sudden, slow draw with the heat. Bass so heavy, it vibrates every seat. We stay streaming, keep it live and lit. Be streaming, watch the convo get thick. Diverse topics, no cap, we diving deep. Stimulate talk, we never put you to sleep. We stay streaming, chat hype non-stop. Move that beat, let the clip drop. From dawn to dusk, we running the scene. Be streaming, you know what I mean.
Step into the stream where the grind never quits. Struggle streamers, you stacking up tips. Mic check, lights up, we build up our fits. Together we rise, no more solo scripts. Started from a blank screen, zero on the board. Hustling through the night for the audience reward. Courses on the daily, coaching every move. From branding to the gameplay, we teach you how to prove. When views are down low and the chat's asleep, we bring the any back, turn the loss into elite. Link up on Discord, find your squad in the zone. Elevate your stream with your confidence, grow strong. Every tip's a lifeline, every lecture's a guide. In the lab we grind hard, got your back on this ride. Showcase new faces, spotlight on the rookies. Building up the network, passing knowledge like cookies. We at Struggle Streamers, you with a lost funny crew. Level up your game, let the whole world view. Tips on deck, we connect. Your success we project. From zero to the top, no more shades of regret. Stream forever, never sever, we stay clever. Guide you through the storm, make your channel better.
I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activity. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activity.
What's up, nieces and nephews? The favorite uncle in the house on this fine Monday. I hope everybody had an outstanding weekend. I know I did. Even though my Saints ain't do shit. Listen, I don't know what y'all football team is, but I'm a Saints fan. And it's hard out here for a pimp. It's been hard out here for a pimp since Drew Brees left. And that's been a while ago. We had a couple of little moments of, ooh, look at this guy doing this kind of shit, you know. Some great plays. But overall, looking at the season in its entirety, hoping for, put it this way, ain't nobody been having no Super Bowl dreams over here in the New Orleans side of town. Now I stay out here in the Dallas area where it's real stressful over here too for the Dallas fans. I don't feel no sympathy for them because I don't fuck with the cowgirls like that. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta witness it every weekend. And you know, I don't feel no sympathy for them. But at the same time, sometimes when I'm out and about, I look over at them and be like, yeah, nigga, y'all going through it too, you know? It's hard out here, man. It's hard out here for a Saints fan, for a Cowboys fan. It's been always hard for a Cleveland fan. I don't even know if they got fans. You probably can't even give their tickets away, to be honest. It's some teams out there that have a hard time giving their tickets away. Speaking of giving the tickets away, did y'all know that a few weeks ago it was the WNBA finals? It was. Do y'all know who won? I don't. I remember accidentally running across it online that some team won the championship. But sports life just was going on. Wasn't nobody talking about it on YouTube. It was barely on the internet. I can't even remember where I ran across it at. Yeah, and I know cats that love sports. Listen. And I definitely didn't see one woman talking about it that'd be like, you know, support women, pay them more, blah, blah, blah. Hey, yo, ladies. If y'all want y'all fellow ladies in the WNBA to make more, y'all need to start watching their games. Y'all need to start going to their games, and y'all need to start buying their jerseys. But they're not gonna do that because they want to have it a man and come to the male sports and watch the man play, which is cool because it's more dynamic, more explosive. I get it. But yeah, first of all, I want to say before I get started though, because I ain't really got no planned show. That's why I've been talking, just chilling with vibing out, whatever. I just want to start off by saying, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Thanks for everybody that's in here today. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to any supporters. Everything's greatly appreciated. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that comment, and share. More importantly, share. It really does help the channel the most. But if you want to support, any donation should be greatly appreciated. The cash app's down below, $, Unk be screaming. Unk be screaming. No, seriously, Unk be streaming. Anything from $1 on up would be greatly appreciated. But if you can't afford it or don't want to donate in that way, the like, subscribe, the comment, and the sharing and all that is 100% free. It doesn't cost you a penny, a nickel, or a dime, you know? So help a brother out. Give me the good old HBO special. And, you know, you'll be a friend indeed to help a friend in need. So, as you see, we just chilling today. No particular show plan. Do y'all gamble? I used to play DraftKings. You know, it's one of those football apps. I remember one time when it first came out, I used to win. I won like almost $5,000 one Sunday. The next Sunday, I won like 16. And then for weeks, I used to win like 300, 500, 600 there. I was like, oh shit, I done cracked the code. If I can keep winning like this, I finna have some really extra fucking, you know, fuck off money. Unfortunately, that shit didn't last long. and I started losing my ass off. After that, I just stopped. I just fucking stopped. I haven't played in a minute. Then this season I came back and I dibble dabble, but I haven't been spending that much. I found this new way to gamble. Now this is for adults only. Let's make this clear. Nor am I promoting gambling. Whether you're into it, it's this site called Kalshi, Kalshi. And the cool thing about it, it allows you to bet on almost anything, random stuff. Of course, you could do sports, but the way you bet, you don't bet on individual players. You bet win or lose. And they'll show you the odds. Like, let's say a good team playing like Kansas City, and then they say they playing the Saints. The odds might be 90-1. That 90% chance Kansas City gonna win. Sorry, a 10% chance New Orleans gonna win. So if you bet on New Orleans $100, you can win like $900 or some shit. Now the odds are only 10%. That's why you win so much. But we know with football, it's any given Sunday. Anything can fucking happen, right? Anything can happen at any time. So I played 3 times, and I bet on teams that had a 11% or 10% chance of winning. And I'm gonna be honest, my teams lost all 3 times. But I don't feel like it was a bad bet, because anybody that's sports fans that understand football know that a 1-6 team can beat a fucking 6-1 team any given goddamn Sunday. They call them upsets. Upsets happen every weekend. Every Sunday and during football season, there is an upset. I just can't find the upset right now. I can't catch it. So right now, I'm 300 in the hole on this form of gambling. But the great thing about it is if I need to just win one time, and I'm in the positive. So right now, let's say I'm 300 in the hole. I play next Sunday and win, like you bet 100 and I win like 9. Bam, I'm right there out the hole just like that. Now I'm in the positive. It's a good thing. Now, if I end up playing 9 times, which I'm not, I would have to finally get a win to break even. But let's say I did just keep pushing it with hopes of breaking even. Once I'm not able to break even no more, I'll never play again. Like, I do gamble and I do get locked in, sometimes with gambling. But I ain't like an addict or no shit. I ain't an addict. I know when to quit. Like my other show, you gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away. Like, in this honestly, you gotta practice in real life when dealing with people and situations. And you also gotta practice, of course, with gambling. And it's something that you got to work on. Some people, it's some people it's a lot harder than others, to do that shit. Some people it's a lot harder than others. I get it. Some people got what they call, addictive personality, things of that nature. So it's a lot harder to shake things per se. For me, it used to be harder than what it was. I remember going to Vegas one time and winning $3,000 on a Friday, my first day there. And that would have paid for my flight, my trip, and extra, and all the other. I could have had a fucking outstanding weekend, but I got greedy. So I went back there the next day and pretty much lost the whole 3,000. And in hopes of getting my 3,000 back, I started putting into my trip money and lost some of that, trying to like come back up. And my last day there, I was walking around mad and depressed because I was down to enough money left to eat and catch an Uber and couldn't even do nothing.
Oh my God!
But if I had just sat with the literally 3,000 I won my first night there, and that's what happened. That's what happens with gambling. Like, yo, two things that happen. One of the main things that happen really is that when you lose, you be like, let me play again so I can get that back. And then you lose again, let me play again so I can get that back. And it keeps, it's bad. It gets bad. It gets bad, man. So I've been, I had to learn my lesson. Give me just a second. And I was, as you can tell from the story, I was quite the grown man when I finally mastered myself in that way to control my impulse control of gambling. It wasn't easy because it's my natural instinct to bet on myself. By the way, the link's pinned to the top. If you want to super chat or donate, super chat get highlighted, chat get read. It's up top. Also for the replay game, the link to donate or super chat is pinned in my YouTube about me or bio or whatever. The Cash App and that is open 24/7, and any donations would be greatly appreciated. It's a legit app, no bullshit. It's certified. You can Google it. It's called Ko-Fi, K-O-F-I. Content creators all over the space use it to cut out the middleman on YouTube. The link's pinned up top. You can use PayPal or your debit card. Again, it's a legit site. Don't believe me, Google it. Unk is one thing, but Unk's not a scammer or a schemer. I'm a lot of shit things, but I'm not those. I actually don't fuck with those kind of people.
Oh my God!
Y'all know how I am about, dealing with people that's living in survival mode. I don't like the mentality because I firmly believe that people that's always living in survival mode are dangerous people and are capable and willing to do anything and everything to get a leg up in life. That's why I laugh when people hang with scammers or date scammers, and then that shock and surprise and appall when they themselves end up getting scammed. That shit is wacky to me. It's Looney Tunes. It's some cartoon shit too. Why are you so shocked and appalled that your scammer boyfriend or your scammer girlfriend scammed their way and snuck and went into your wallet or your purse or your little folder that you keep in your drawer with your birth certificate and social security number and all that, and snuck out there and got a duplex in your name? They done snuck out there and got a duplex in your name, but you acting surprised, right? So again, like I said, it's a freestyle store, right? But it is something I want to revisit from the other show when I was talking about victim mentality, and I showed the video of my boy Jay Finks for president fussing about his food stamp Section 8 and stuff. By the way, it is official. They would not be, as of right now, they would not be getting their money on the first. I suggest if you don't have groceries, I ain't saying this like no COVID shit, but just go ahead and get your groceries now. Order your groceries online at Walmart. Don't even go in the store. And go get enough groceries for the next week or two, okay? Because it might, I'm not saying it is, it might get weird out there, okay? It might get weird, it might get wonky, it might get cray-cray.
What the hell?
So I personally think it'd be in your best interest to go ahead and get some shit and just stock up for a week or two on groceries. So you don't have to deal with people in survival mode and struggle mode and panic mode, things like that. It's like I said, people in struggle mode, survival mode, whatever you want to call it, can and are capable of anything. Any goddamn thing. So when we was watching that video, when he was saying the government was his daddy and EBT was his daddy, and you know he want his benefits and he entitled to them, and you know, just all the stuff that was said. I'm not gonna rehash the whole video. But you know, I didn't get on the full aspect of the victim mentality scenario that I wanted to do in that video. And I had a little video say that we just gonna check out today, because it's actually conversations right now going on that's referencing victim mentality. Like I said, you can't really talk to my people about current events and problems without, number one, them activating the hot tub time machine and going back in time and talking about all the things from yesteryears, and also about extreme victim mentality. So let's look at this video. The video is titled "The Cause of Victim Mentality Explained by a Psychiatrist." So this guy studied and learned in this kind of thing. He's gonna explain to us clear and concisely, looks like, because the video is only 3 minutes, the cause of the victim mentality. Let's see what he's talking about, because I'm quite interested in this, because it's a really common and bad occurrence in my community, and I really think it handicaps people and stops them from achieving and becoming what they can and should become.
Yourself a coping mechanism. So is victimizing yourself a coping mechanism? Victimizing yourself is a habit, right? It's something that you learn to do, and it's something that you become comfortable with. And the mind has a really, really bizarre, truth, which is that it prefers the comfortable to the good. So if your mind has a choice between picking something that it's familiar with and picking something that's good, it's actually going to pick something that it's familiar with. And what I want you guys to understand about victimizing yourself is that someone who victimizes themselves is in an abusive relationship with themselves. And we have to remember that people stay in abusive relationships
Did this guy just drop a bar? Did this guy just spit hot fire? Let me run that back real quick. Let me run that back.
With themselves. Victimizes themselves is what you guys to understand about victimizing yourself is that someone who victimizes themselves is in an abusive relationship with themselves.
Oh, hell no.
I'm gonna have to steal that, people. You will hear me using that quote the next time I'm talking to one of these goddamn eternal victims who, whenever you bring up societal problems today, they get to talking about Jim Crow and redlining and slavery and a whole bunch of shit that they never experienced or existed, and that our people fucking fought and did a whole bunch of stuff for to rectify. And now that it's rectified, they want to disrespect these people's sacrifice by bringing it up to why they can't achieve fucking now.
And we have to remember that people stay in abusive relationships. Human beings stay in abusive relationships all the time. And then the question becomes, why do people stay in abusive relationships? Like, let's be scientific about it, right? Let's not judge and say that, oh, that's stupid. Let's ask ourselves as scientists, why does the human mind do what it does? Why on earth does someone stay with someone who, like, hits them? Like, what the fuck is going on in their mind? And we have to accept that there's a damn good reason that they are in that relationship, because there's got to be a damn good reason. If they're in a relationship where someone treats them like shit, you have to think about scales being weighed. And if someone's treating you like shit, like, that's really heavy. So in order to stay in that relationship, you've got to have something really powerful to balance it. And that's that the mind prefers the familiar to the good. And the reason that people victimize themselves is because they're familiar with it, right? Like, why does Jessica tell her?
I heard people say that. Primarily my sisters say they'll have a ain't shit ass dude that they know not gonna do right by them. And a new dude be trying to holler. And while she talking to the new guy, she'll go back and let the other dude clap those cheeks and shit. And anytime she's single or in between relationships and just loosely dating, she's still letting this guy smash, even though she know he ain't shit. She know he ain't gonna act right in all kinds of ways. But she'll say she's familiar with him. She's comfortable with him. They try to make the lame ass excuse. I go back to him because I don't want to add another body to myself. So I just go back and sleep with somebody I always already slept with because that don't add a new person. Well, that's technically true. That doesn't add a new person, but it adds a new fuck session. It also, you still disrespecting yourself because you're giving yourself to someone that you're not in a relationship with, and someone that you don't even see a potential to be in a relationship with, and someone that don't even want to be in a relationship with you. But you still giving them your body, giving them your womb, transferring your energy, letting them dive all up inside that
Pussy.
and tab those innards. But they do it because they comfortable with the person, because it's familiar.
So in her mind, themselves is because they're familiar with it, right? Like, why does Jessica tell her? So in her mind, the part of herself that beats herself up is basically like a copy paste. It's a copy pasta of her dad. It's her dad's voice that lives in her mind. It's exactly what her dad would be saying in those moments. That's what she tells herself. She learned that. And why on earth does she continue to victimize herself? It's because her mind prefers the known to the unknown. And that makes sense, right? Like, why do people stay in abusive relationships? It's because they don't know what else is down there. They don't know if loneliness is next. They don't know if they're ever going to find someone down the road. And think about that for a second. If someone in an abusive relationship feels like they're a piece of shit, and if you really believe that you're a piece of shit, then why do you think that the grass would be greener on the other side? You believe that the grass is greener on the other side if you have faith in yourself as a human being to make it greener. But if you're in an abusive relationship, you don't think that you're a good person, and you don't think that you're going to find someone better. You don't believe that you're worthy of someone better, so you're going to stay in the abusive relationship. And victimizing yourself is an abusive relationship with yourself, right? That's what it really is. And we stay in those because we don't think that we can find a better way. She doesn't think that there's a part of Jessica that doesn't understand that there is a better way out there, because her dad taught her this since she was like 1 year old or even younger. There were times, honestly, where she was probably crying when she was 6 months old, and her dad did not pick her up and comfort her. And that left its mark. That's trauma. What we're dealing with here is not like anxiety or depression, it's trauma. And the reason that people victimize themselves is because that's what they were taught to do.
He lost me at the end, people. He lost me at the end. And this is where he lost me at. I don't give a fuck what you went through as a child. It's unfortunate. So I give a fuck in that way. But what I mean by that, let me be clear and concise. Because this is a serious topic, and I'm not going to talk about it in my shit talking way. Let me be clear and concise. Regardless of what you went through as a child, right? Yes, it's unfortunate. Yes, it shouldn't have happened. However, for whatever reasons, it did. Cool. It's not cool, but it is what it is. Because again, the hot tub time machine hasn't been invented. But this is the thing. It's up to you once you become an adult to do what it needs to take to rectify whatever you went through in your childhood, be it therapy, counseling, spiritual work, meditation, getting hobbies, whatever you need to heal. Now, if you go all routes, all avenues, and for whatever reason you still can't get right, that's unfortunate. But I can't blame you, because you gave it the full effort. But you got to give it your full effort, not no half-hearted efforts. But I honestly think if you gave it a full effort to heal, you might not say the trauma just gonna disappear, but you should be able to be a healthy, functioning person moving forward. If you gave all avenues the full effort, I think it's a 99.9% chance you will be able to be a healthy person moving forward. So, using past trauma to justify current behavior, especially childhood trauma. If something happened as an adult, you might not have had the years. If something happened while you're 28, let's say unfortunate, a lady get raped or so, I don't know, whatever, and now you're 32, I don't expect you to be over it like that. But a lot of people like to use childhood trauma to throw off and justify their behavior when they're 33. And like I say, it's unfortunate what happened in your childhood. However, it doesn't excuse or justify your behavior now, because you're an adult now. And it's up to you to take the necessary steps to be the best version of yourself, regardless of what happened in the past. So, I mean, like I said, therapy, counseling, go to the church, talk to your spiritual leaders, whatever works for you. Like I said, meditation, burn some sage. I don't know. But saying, so when I was a kid, blah, 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 that's why I'm like this. Man, if you don't get man, listen.
You a bitch.
You know why you a bitch? Cause I said so. You just a bitchy bitch. You a bitch McBitcherson. You a bitch McBitch. I go to McDonald's and get a McBitch because you a bitch. Bitch.
I gotta call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Call it what it is. Not saying everybody got trauma, but most people got something that happened in their past that they would prefer not to have happen. It might have some effect on them. So I guess we can technically call that trauma, but I don't think everybody has some kind of deep, true trauma. Trauma is one of those words in the many words that niggas latch on to and really don't understand, and they redefine, and then they weaponize and use those words to either attack people or defend their bullshit. That's what the word trauma has become. Just like, the word trigger. Why are you triggered? Anytime you challenge a motherfucker's bullshit, or you don't accept a person talking to you any kind of way, or you defend yourself, or you disagree in any way, why are you acting triggered? But that's not what triggered is. Being triggered is way more intense, way high level type shit than just being like, man, I ain't trying to hear what the fuck you talking about. But they take these terms and they redefine them, and then they weaponize them to either attack you or discredit your opinion overall. But again, when dealing with those kind of situations and those kind of people, it comes to another, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, when the deal is done. You gotta understand and recognize when it's a bad faith conversation. You're talking to a person with no intellectual integrity, and you're talking to a person that's probably overall just stupid. And when you argue with a person that's clearly stupid, you know what's happening there? Now it's two dumb people arguing. You arguing with a dumb person. Now you look like dumb person number two. Do you want to be dumb person number two? I hope not. Don't be dumb person number two. Is it really worth it? Yo, this snap shit, man. This snap shit got people going bananas, don't it? Listen. I get it. Who don't like free money? Okay? Back during the COVID days, when Trump was dishing out those stimulus checks, I was loving them shits. I ain't even gonna cap. But at the same time, I think I voted for Trump that year. Yeah, I did vote for Trump against Hillary. So of course, I had no problem with the checks. But what I did notice, that people that hated Trump guts, right? Hated him, hated everything about him, had nothing good to say about him, said something bad about him with every little stanky breath they took. One thing they didn't do was give those checks back. And one thing they did do was cash those motherfucking checks. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They hate that man Gus, but they kept them stimulus checks and cashed them motherfuckers. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some food stamps, but at the same time, I don't want my finances to be what it takes to qualify to get them. The number is extremely low to qualify for welfare and food stamps, to where at my big old age or anything over fucking 20 something, you damn near gotta purposely be trying to make less money as possible, or just not really be trying, or just some assertive. You have to make a whole bunch of bad decisions, be lazy, and be something like a loser, in my opinion, to qualify, which is kind of fucked up to say, because it's a whole lot of people that qualify. Now, am I saying all those people losers? No. Am I? Look, listen. The disabled, veterans, people with mental, physical disabilities, all that, with extremely elderly. I understand the people that qualify and really can't work. We talking about all their limbs, functioning brain motherfuckers, the completely functional adults, physically and mentally. Now, they might be a little dumb mentally, but they're capable of working, because just because you're dumb don't mean you retarded. So, yeah, we ain't really being too PC over here. I'm streaming on Twitch, but nobody don't really watch me over there. I mean, people barely watch me over here. I'm a struggle streamer, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm a struggle streamer. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Step into the stream where the grind never quits. Struggle streamers, you stacking up tips. Mic check, lights up, we build up our fits. Together we rise, no more solo scripts. Started from a blank screen, zero on the board. Hustling through the night for the audience reward. Courses on the daily, coaching every move. From branding to the gameplay, we teach you how to prove. When views are down low and the chat's asleep, we bring the any back, turn the loss into elite. Link up on Discord, find your squad in the zone. Elevate your stream with your confidence, grow strong. Every tip's a lifeline, every lecture's a guide. In the lab we grind hard, got your back on this ride. Showcase new faces, spotlight on the rookies. Building up the network, passing knowledge like cookies. We at Struggle Streamers U, where the lost find their crew. Level up your game, let the whole world view. Tips on deck, we connect. Your success we project. From zero to the top, no more shades of regret. Stream forever, never sever, we stay clever. Guide you through the storm, make your channel better.
Yeah, Struggle Streaming University mini marathon is coming soon. I'm just planning out the events that I'm gonna do during it. I don't know if it's gonna be 24 hours or 12 hours, but the Struggle Streaming University, like I said, still gotta promote it a little bit. Hopefully I can get some people on board, but if not, I'm gonna do it solo dolo. But I'm not doing it yet, because this weekend is gonna be my Halloween extravaganza. So like I said, midnight, when Thursday turned to Friday, it'll be officially Halloween at midnight, and that's when the show gonna kick off. So please be here, check it out. I gotta throw together some quick promo videos and images real quick to try to push this a little bit, because Halloween's my favorite holiday. Got a good show planned for you all. A fun show. Haunted ghost stories, haunted house stories, haunted house videos, favorite horror movie franchises, favorite horror movie villains. Which villains would you want to fucking which villain would you not want to be trying to kill you? Which villains would you not care if they was trying to kill you? Favorite Halloween candies, favorite costumes as a kid, favorite childhood stories from Halloween, all kinds of stuff we're gonna have going on. Top 5 scenes in horror movie cinematic history. We're gonna play little clips from that kind of stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. The evolution of Halloween. We're gonna talk about Halloween from what it started off, where it come from in the past, to where it should be about scary stuff, to where now Halloween has turned to a freak show. You know, the costumes, sexy cab driver, sexy plumber, sexy electrician. Like, what the fuck is going on here, right? So yeah, we're gonna address how Halloween has turned to a slut show. I mean, listen, I'm gonna look. I don't mind exposed booty meat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
So, but I'm still gonna call a spade, as I'm looking at the freak cheeks. You know what I'm saying? As the freak cheeks are out,
Oh my God!
we still gonna talk about why you showing your freak cheeks, you know. So, I was loosely rambling about, you know, this snap situation and shit and qualifying. Let's find out what you gotta earn qualifying Texas. That's why I stay. I know it goes by amount of kids too. Let's see. So here we go right here. This is Texas. A one-person household, if you make $1,255 a month, you qualify for food stamps. That's with one person. Well, let's look at something real quick, right? That's a person making $313 a week. That's $626 every 2 weeks. You're gonna divide that by 40. Wait. No, we're gonna take the 313. You gotta see how many hours this person working a week, right? How much they making an hour again? So that's a person making $7.86 an hour. Even though minimum wage only $7.25, there's not really a bunch of jobs that pay that shit. Right? So if you still making 7.80, if you making $8 an hour, I don't know where you're working. The only way I can see a person really making $1,255 a month is if they're not even working full time. And if you're an adult and not working full time, that means you underachieving, and you pretty much trying to be poor enough to be on fucking welfare and food stamps. Because you know this 1,255 is for one person. That means you ain't got no wife, no kids. So why are you a single adult individual only making $1,255 a month? See, when people be like, people don't understand how low they made this shit for you to qualify for this shit. Like, to qualify for this shit, you gotta really just be on some damn near loser shit. Check it out. Two people, right? Let's say you and a kid. Or it can be you and your woman. Say you married. We're gonna do it that way first. You and your woman. The income, if the income is $1,704, you qualify. Well, let's move on up. 5 people. You, your woman, and you got 3 kids. Your income, if your income is under $3,049 a month, you qualify. So let's see something real quick, right? It's 5 people. You will hopefully think it's one woman, a woman and a man and 3 kids, right? But in today's society, sometimes it just be a woman with 4 kids and 4 baby daddies. There's nowhere in sight. But we not going worst case scenario. We're just trying to show you how, because there's a lot of ways you can mix up this 5 people. Well, not a lot of ways, but it's different ways these 5 people can exist, right? But let's see, 3,049. That's 762 a week, which is $19 an hour. So you're making $19 an hour, you're getting $3,000. If you're making $19 an hour and got 5 kids, you can qualify. Sorry. If you're making $3,000 an hour and single, if you're making $19 an hour and it's you and 4 kids, you'll qualify. And that's what I mean. You have to make a lot of bad decisions and live a certain kind of way to qualify for this shit. That's why people don't got time for it, because you got to ask yourself your questions. Let's say it's you and 4 kids, that's the 5 people. Why the fuck do you have 4 kids and you by yourself? Why the fuck you got 4 kids and no person in sight? Now, we're not going to use all the exceptions. They died. We know that happens, but a motherfucker dying ain't the majority of single moms. And they definitely not widows, because you gotta be married to be a widow. Your baby daddy just can't die and you'll be that doesn't make you a widow. And a lot of this will be resolved. Like I'm saying, I understand the relationships don't work, blah, blah, blah. But at the minimum, can you give your womb to a man with enough character to where if the relationship don't work, he will at least pay his child support? Because let's say it's a woman out there 4 kids. Her and 4 kids. She should, and 4 baby daddies. She should be getting child support from all 4 of them. Therefore, she might not qualify for the stuff, but she gonna be good because she getting child support from the people that helped her create the life. But to have 4 kids and get help from nowhere else is just fucking diabolical. But that's what it would take. You got it's 5, like I said, 5 people. The monthly income $3,000. That means you and 4 kids, and all you making is $19 an hour. You don't just get like that. That's my point. You don't just get to having 4 kids and making $19 an hour without a whole bunch of bad decisions getting made in between. That's my point. That to qualify for this shit, you got to be in a certain level of poverty. But that certain level of poverty ain't something you just wake up to. It's something that's slow cooked, that's slow roasted, that's put in the motherfucking what's that pot my wife uses when she cooking? God damn. Help me out, man. That slow cook shit. You just put it in there. Crock pot, yeah. You just put that shit in the crock pot, man, and let it simmer and marinate. Just put it in the morning. When you come home from work by dinner time, everything in that shit nice and tender. That's what these people doing. They curating through a bunch of decisions and choices this lifestyle. But it be people with a man and a woman, and then they have 3 kids, and they still get food stamps, which means it's 2 adults in this house. 2 adults that some kind of way can't make more than $3,449 a month. How the hell 2 functioning motherfuckers working together can't pull in $3,449 more than that? People be like, well, the jobs ain't paying, blah, 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 all that. I get it. Some jobs don't pay as much as other jobs, right? But at the same time, it's up to you to make yourself qualified for jobs that pay more. So people got to understand that you have to make good decisions as you're coming up so that you can have better outcomes in your future, in your present or your future. Because that's how time works. But I understand people don't get that. They done seen it on TV, they done seen it on movies, they done seen it in personal life, and they've been told many times. If you playing around from middle school on up to 28, of course, your employment options gonna be fucking wacky and slim and limited when you fucking 30. You dropped out of high school, played around in high school, might have graduated, then go to college, have shitty work experience, have no certification, no trade. How do you expect to get paid a certain amount of hours? Like I say, you got no formal education, no trades, no trades, no certifications. What are we talking about here? You're going to have to go work a jobby job. And that jobby job might give you 12, 13, 14, 15 an hour, maybe 18 if you're lucky. And those jobby jobs usually gonna make you earn every Every fucking penny. Every fucking penny. And by the way, I just want to say, Donald Trump ain't trying to get rid of none of this stuff. He just added some caveats to it, like, damn. At least work, you know what I'm saying? If you want this shit, at least work 20 hours a week. At least pay something in the taxes. Don't fucking you're not finna just sit at the house and collect goddamn dust and money at the same time. That's all I'm saying. But you have to really be on some. I hardly ever tried coming up, and I'm not really trying now. And I didn't set myself up for any level of success through my choices and actions coming up in the game to qualify for this shit. And I get it, shit happens. No, what if I went to jail? Yeah, if you went to jail and can't find a good job now, that falls under the guidelines of choices and actions, etc. Yo, like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Like, subscribe, comment, and please share. It doesn't cost you a penny, a nickel, or a dime, and it's 100% free. But if you want to support the channel, the cash app's down below, $UNCBE streaming. Your boy about to get out of here. It's been short, it's been sweet, it's been fun. Don't forget, I will be doing promo for my Halloween extravaganza, and we will get a longer show then. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school. I do that on Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesday, I definitely will give y'all a longer show, 2-3 hours for sure. But I think it's been a fun little fucking talk, you know. I said chop it up, man. Let's just vibe out. Everything doesn't have to be, you know, salacious and all that kind of shit. Sometimes it's good just to express some thoughts, maybe say some stuff that might make you think different. But before I get out of here, don't forget to improve yourself today, some form of self-improvement. Boy, definitely gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna come back and work on this sword too, and try to curate some more content. I created a video for my sword too that you know, I ain't gonna say it didn't go viral because I'm not aiming for viral. I don't know how to make viral. To me, it's just really a matter of just luck at the right time. But it was well received on TikTok. It was just a little AI video I generated. People been liking it, sharing it, and leaving comments. They must probably thought it was true, maybe, and just kind of funny, whatnot. It was this one right.
I just want to let you know I'm celibate.
That's not a problem.
Is there anything else I can do for you too?
Yeah, could you split the bill, please?
Huh?
You're celibate, and I'm financially celibate.
People have been I just put that on TikTok, and motherfuckers been checking it out. So I'm just looking into doing another little. It's definitely not. Clearly, it's not always going to be that kind of shit, because you just you can be a little more creative than that. I know I can. And I want to really use this stuff to as ways to flex my creativity. MS Best says RPR, there are tons of modern chicks out there who believe the government should pay them $5K a month just for existing as women. I mean, I think it's tons of Americans, period, that would love to get free money just for existing. Who don't like free money? Like even myself, I'm not turning down free money. Like I said earlier, when them stimulus checks was coming, even though I did vote for Trump. So when them stimulus checks was coming, I didn't say no. But why would I though? Because that's the president I voted for. But I don't begrudge the people that didn't vote for him for not saying no to the checks either. Because at the end of the day, shit talking don't pay no bills. And even though you don't like that nigga, he's sending you check, they gonna start spend that shit. It would have been honorable if they like, I don't fuck with Trump, but nah. Motherfuckers be capping and talking all that yang, but when it come down to it, yeah. They'll take money from mortal enemies. Straight up. They would take money from somebody that they hate their guts. I have limitations to that kind of stuff. All money ain't good money. And honestly, it's certain motherfuckers that I wouldn't partner with. It's certain organizations and etc. came to me and say, we'll take your little YouTube channel from a struggle streamer to the TOP, right? To the top, baby.
Oh my God.
It's tons. MS Beth says, so you seen men claiming the same thing online in tons of videos? Nope, I don't have to. I just understand human nature. I told my secondary is sociology. I understand human nature, and human nature is the vast majority of people, regardless of gender, would love to get paid something for nothing. If the vast majority of people can get $5,000 a month and don't never have to leave out their house, they gonna take that shit. No hesitation. Regardless of gender. That is a fantasy. They would love that. They would even want, give me 10,000, give me whatever, 20,000. The more the better. They ain't finna argue, finna complain, finna nothing. Everybody damn near hate working. And if it was some kind of way where they can have the kind of life they want, or close to the life they want, give me just a second. If people can have the kind of life they want, give me just a second. Yeah, but if people can have the kind of life they want, without working, they're not gonna turn it down. For me, there are some huge differences in men and women. Everything not a man-woman thing to me. Sometimes it's just a people thing. Because men and women it's plenty of differences, but in some areas, we on the same bullshit. Because at the end of the day, men and women are human. And humans like free stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
One thing
what
about
they always
TikTok,
say?
if you want
My
people to get
bad.
mad, all you got to do is get up here and make you a video telling the truth or talking about
Ain't
a
no,
subject that's very sensitive to
hey,
certain.
no food tastes better than free food. You ever heard that? No money spent better than money that you didn't have to work for. That's not a male thing. That's not a female thing. That's just a universal human thing. Other people's shit is always better to spend, to eat, to fuck with. Something that you didn't have to deeply invest and spend your money in. He said, so if it's human nature, how come you see only women making these videos? Easy. Because men aren't as known to go seek sympathy. We understand that nobody cares about men and our feelings and what we think in most cases. So we don't really go online petitioning for a lot of, sympathy and understanding and validation from others. Men not really validation seekers. So that's why more women make the videos, but that doesn't mean that men don't think this way, as in they want free shit. Men still would love to get $5,000 a month just for existing, but what's the point of telling the world all this weird shit? That's why you don't see a bunch of dudes going on there. All right, people. Story time. I went on a date and yada 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 yada. Not saying these dudes don't have these story times. Not saying they don't tell these story times to their homeboys. So the human nature part is the wanting free shit. The female nature part is listen, I'm sorry, MS Best. I don't hate women like you. I don't like everything about them, but I don't like everything about nobody. I don't even like everything about myself. However, I call out bullshit wherever it lands. And it's a lot of shit that both sides do. I can't dig into what women do in every fucking topic, because a lot of this shit just be human shit. Now, a lot of this shit, women might do it more, but it's like, it's what people do. But I'm gonna play a couple of these clips I made before I get out of here. It ain't no shaming nor manipulation. It's observation. I read, even though I don't reply to all the comments, I read them all. And you have a pattern. But you have the right to think and feel that way. But just saying the word women has you say certain things. I could just say ChatGPT, and you're gonna start talking about how woke it is. I can say, let's check out what this therapist got to say. You're gonna say, I hope it's not a woman or a woke therapist. Am I making this stuff up? Is it shaming or manipulation if it's true? Or is it just an observation? You have a particular disdain for women. That's not shaming or manipulation.
My apartment is right around the corner if you want to.
Now, if you're in denial about that, that's on you. Because I can admit that I'm misogynistic sometimes. But can you, brother? And it's okay, because you got the right to be. You don't have to like a lot of stuff about women, because I definitely don't. I never said you hate all women. You see, that's all word. We have to work on that. I didn't use that word. I said you hate women. I never said all, because I'm pretty sure you have a mom and a sister and an auntie and a grandma that you love a whole lot. But you clearly have a disdain for women in general. But is that disdain for all? Of course not. So I never said that. Give it to this clip.
So my apartment is right around the corner if you want to come up and just chill. Man.
So, my apartment is right around the corner if you want to come up and just chill. Wow. Okay then.
I come up with a concept of how when you're on a date with a woman, she enjoying shit and everything made good, and then you try to make that move to move to the next level. And they turn to motherfucking Batman when he dropped a smoke pellet and then just disappear and get the fuck out of there, because you know they down to eat, they down to get treated, but when it comes time for the tricking part, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they know they down for you to be the trick, but when it comes time for the treat, then you try to get up out of there. So that was like the inspiration for the concept, and I was like trying to work the prompt, and I got like those two versions of it. I kind of like this one because the way the guy fall on the ground makes it a little more funnier.
So my apartment is right around the corner if you want to come up and just chill. Man.
But I didn't like how they was looking at the camera as if they knew the camera was there, so the scene didn't look natural, even though it's even not a camera there. But for whatever reason, the software made these people looking at the camera.
So my apartment is right around the corner if you want to come up and just chill.
So because they're looking at the camera,
man. So my apartment is right around the corner if you want to come up and just chill.
So it didn't seem like natural, but I liked how he fell. The other one was definitely more natural.
So, my apartment is right around the corner if you want to come up and just chill. Wow.
Now, if he had a fell off the chair like the other guy, it would have been this one would have been like a straight up hit. But yeah, MS Best, everybody got the right to their own opinion and expression. But at the same time, when you constantly keep saying something, a person also got the right to respond to it and to have their opinion on it. And brother, I'm not, you act how you want, but you gotta relax, you gotta chill, you gotta breathe a little bit, okay? I get it. I agree with you. Women be on a lot of bullshit. I'm quoted for saying I think the vast majority of women are functioning sociopaths. I think the vast majority of women carry the vast majority of narcissistic traits on a daily basis. However, it doesn't have to be expressed or brought up that this on every topic or situation and scenario, because that's honestly not good and healthy for your spirit or your mental state or anybody's spirit and mental state. We know these things exist, but you can't fucking marinate in it all the time. You don't say ignore them. Don't say forget them. It's kind of like how I tell people to stop going in the time machine. Every time current event problems coming up, they go back in the time machine to the good old days. Every conversation we can't bring in the terrible stuff that women, because we know it happens. But at some point, fuck them hoes. At some point, are they really worth even talking about or highlighting? You can't let motherfuckers that you know ain't about shit own real estate in your head all the time. You know how to really handle this shit, to say fuck them hoes. Don't even talk about them or think about them unless the topic is necessary for that. But even then, put them in the back burner of the topic. Just a little food for thought. Why let but I do gotta go pick up my daughter. I gotta go get in this line. It's been fun. It's been fabulous. It's been Be Streaming, and I am out.
Type shit. DJ K. I'm doing all shit.